Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different, but it's still fiber art related. So Fancy Kitty sent me a motor for my drum carder and I'm so excited. So we have to mount this to the drum carder. So like always, I'm gonna get it on video to help you guys, so maybe they'll have to answer less questions and people can refer to a video and it'll make things easier for everybody. So I'm going to get everything on video and hopefully be able to help you guys if you want to purchase a motor for your drum carder, and hopefully it will help you so you'll be able to look at the instructions and just be able to do it. So I'm going to turn everything around. I've got everything on my dining room table so we can do this. We're going to switch everything around. I'm going to show you how I mount this baby to the drum carder, so hopefully it will help you guys. Okay, so in order to start doing this, first we need to take these drums off. So I have a little wrench like this, and I'm just going to use this to take the drums completely off of here. But first, we just need to take this hand crank off. To remove the hand crank, usually you'd have to take this pin out, but they fixed my drum for me recently and it came back with this gear already on it. So I don't have to do the whole hammering the pin out part of this. But if you have your carder, and obviously if you bought it when it was just a hand crank, you won't have this gear on it. You're gonna have to follow the instructions, and it says you have to take this off. So we're gonna take this off. It says to use a wrench. I'm just gonna use a monkey wrench because this I can adjust to anything. So this is just what I'm using. So we're gonna take this nut off. It's called an acorn nut. Turn it counterclockwise and take it right off. It says, after removing the acorn nut, try to remove the handle using a back and forth movement. I didn't really have to do that. It came off quite easily. Occasionally the handle can be stuck solidly, so you may have to rattle it around a little bit. The first time I ever had to take it off, I had to rattle it slightly. So I'm going to show you this pin so you guys know what to look for. See this pin right here? You're going to have to hammer this pin out and they will give you a second pin. So after removing the acorn nut, try to remove the handle, and then occasionally the handle will be stuck, blah, blah, blah. When the handle has been removed, the next step is to remove the spring or roll pin. So that's what this is that was holding the handle from turning on the shaft. It may be removed by using the blunted nail punch. Place the blunted end straight above, touching the roll pin. Tap on the punch until the pin falls out as shown. I don't have a punch with me. I actually had my neighbor help me get my pins out before when I got the new drums and I had to adjust. But they do come out. You just need a little bit of force. So if you have a guy around, I would recommend having a guy help you because I did not have enough strength to hammer that out myself. Then the next job is to mount the swift pulley on the axle. So when you get this off, you're going to put the pulley on. Now, you're going to have to loosen this It says what it's called on here. After the pin has been removed, the next job is to mount the swift pulley on the axle. It is installed with the smooth side towards the carter. If it is very difficult to install, there may be a burr on the axle and it might need to be burnished or sanded. They give you sandpaper, an emery cloth included in the installation kit. Sand on all sides, turning about 1/3 turn per sanding. If the manner indicated on figure E, which is on the next page, if the pulley is still too tight to install, repeat the procedure until it fits snugly and can be installed on the shaft. This is the loosening that little nut on there. Once the swift pulley is on the shaft, install the new roll pin that came in the installation kit. Do this by placing the pin in the hole in the axle and pecking it gently with a hammer until it will stay in place. Then, using the provided punch, continue to hammer it until only about 1/4 of an inch is protruding from the axle, as shown in figure F. So you can see there's the pin. There's my pin. After the pin is installed, pull the pulley towards the pin. Make sure the pin fits into the slot. So that's what I have to do. I just have to loosen this and pull this back up so it fits tightly into that little groove right there. Using the hex key provided in the kit, tighten the set screw in the pulley, which is what this is. So I am going to get my hex key out and just loosen this and just pull it up towards this and we'll be all set. This is your hex key. So we just need to remove, well, not remove, but you would have to remove this pin and put this on, and then they give you another pin to put a new pin in. But we just need to loosen this and push it up so it's flush with that pin. There we go. And then we just have to tighten it back on. And that is that part. So I just have to loosen this and then just slide it up towards that pin. So it snugly fits. And I will show you exactly how this looks. And I just have to tighten. And then we have to remove the rubber feet from the bottom of this carter. So we have to take these drums off. I'm assuming I have to put this acorn nut back on. Yes. Yeah, it is. So just put your acorn nut back on. Tighten it into place. And then we're gonna have to remove the feet so I don't ruin my drum and the teeth on it, as well as the fiber on here, because there's obviously going to be a lot of dust coming from having to drill into this. I need to take these off. So this is where this comes in. I'm just going to use this side and loosen all of these and take them off completely. Both drums, the liquor and the bigger drum. And then just put them to the side. Take this part out. I would recommend getting some type of eyewear to keep your eyes protected from having to drill. You don't want to get sawdust in your eyes. Sawdust hurts when it gets in your eyes, so please get yourself some type of goggles to wear. Should probably take this off. My little band on this side. Take that off. So I can take this drum off. Always righty tighty, lefty loosey, so I'm going left motion to get these bolts out.
I'm just gonna put my bolts in a bag so I don't lose them in the washers.
Simple. This is the simple part. Alright, so I'm going to take this off and just put it in the other room really quick. Alright, I lost the nut before, so I'm going to put this nut back on and tighten it with my monkey wrench. Lose it again. I was wondering why I had an extra. Now we're going to take this liquor off. It's a little too tight. That should hopefully be good if it isn't all adjusted. That's what I also love about these drum carders too, and it's why I actually got this one, is because all of the drums are interchangeable, so you can turn this carder into anything you want it to be. Fine, medium, coarse. You can buy separate drums and switch them out, and I think that's pretty awesome. So you really never have to buy a different drum carder, you just buy different parts for this, which is unbelievable. So if I could recommend a drum carder, I would say, if you want an all-in-one type of thing that you can turn it into other things, this is a very versatile drum carder. You can turn it into anything you want, even add a motor. And a hand crank really isn't bad. You can't go all that fast, so it's not that I'm going to be able to go faster having a motor on this. It's just going to make it easier on my body. I am such a tiny little person, and this is quite the big carder that it's kind of hard to crank and feed it at the same time, especially because I like to paint the drum with my fiber versus feeding it in the front. Obviously, if I'm using a raw fleece, I feed it through the front, but when it comes to cranking and having to paint it, I'm a tiny little person. I'm 5 feet tall. I haven't grown since 6th grade, so having a motor on this is going to help me immensely and not have my back hurt and my legs hurt, because I'm usually up on my tippy toes because it's always up on a table. So it's really going to come in handy, and obviously for taking raw fleece and turning it into bats and all that type of stuff, it's going to come in really handy. That's why I really wanted a motor, was so I could process raw fleeces easier and make bats easier and feed it through the front like I see everybody else doing in their videos. So this is going to be quite amazing. And I want to thank Fancy Kitty for sending the motor. I can't thank you guys enough. I'm glad you guys appreciate the videos, and I hope this is another one that will help you guys. Alright, so now we're going to be down to just the base. I'm going to take this off. This comes off. This comes off, and I'm just going to put them on a chair in the other room. Now we have to take off the feet.